that you're gone, and yet your love is still embracing me. I'm at a loss, I need you with me. It's like I'm drowning, as if I've lost the way, but you always appear as if you guide my way. I thought I could do it all, I had my confidence, but now I'm left alone with no one by my
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Time to work you into shape.
For Bridget.
Accept.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Care to make yourself useful?
I am amazed we managed.
Indeed. I wouldn't be able to face Her Majesty. We all must do our fair share.
If everyone is prepared, it's time to make our move. Our troops attacking the gates have been instructed not to force their way in. Before long, the enemy will notice as much and realize we're already inside.
We need to locate and strike down the rebel leader. That should put an end to the insurrection. Along the way, you may encounter suspicious agents. They are the true masterminds behind the rebellion, and must all be eradicated.
Got it. Now let's get going before those bloodthirsty monsters hurt any of the hostages.
I haven't been this angry in a long time. When is that man going to stop being a thorn in Her Majesty's side?
Ah, how splendid. But do try not to become so flush with rage that you make a foolish error.
Perhaps if you grew flush with rage every now and again, you wouldn't have the complexion of a coffin dweller.
Quiet, both of you.
You don't have to do this, Ferdinand. You can always stay back if you have doubts.
No. Fate put me on this path, and now I must walk it.
Enemy soldiers have breached our fortifications! To arms! Defend the glory of the Empire!
They've seen through our ruse already. Prepare to take the fortress.
One detachment is safely inside. We should wait to see how the enemy responds before we deploy them.
Start by seizing the inner ward.
So, sure, let's try it.
Right then, let us...
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're...
Mercenaries are no better than common bandits. How could my father make a deal with such a pack of rogues?
Looks like this ain't your lucky day.
We used to play hide and seek here all the time.
Appears we've taken control of the fortress walls. Now we can move our catapults into position and attack.
Looks like they're here. And once we kill them all, we'll have more riches than we know what to do with.
Look out! Somebody do some crowd control or something!
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they...
Right then. Let us go to work. I will see my duty done.
Unleash the catapults. Break our enemy's spirit. This is going well. Almost too well. Is iron truly so short-handed?
That barrier was formed with dark magic. We must eliminate the caster in order to pass.
They only delay the inevitable.
We have the enemy where we want them! Unleash the arrows!
Those ballistae require stopping.
We'll have these defenses crippled in short order.
I'm bringing it down.
This shady magic business just doesn't do much for me.
One ballista seized.
Right then. Let us go to work. I will see my duty done.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must...
of its magic walls or what have you. If you get in the way of Her Majesty, you will pay. You're done! Pathetic fools. And to think I was entertained.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Right then.
Any idea of letting you scamper away?
What was that attack?
I give you this one. I hope you like being roasted alive, because that's exactly what's about to happen to you.
We'd be fools to try and force our way through this. Time has come to call upon our detachment.
A weapon of that scale is certain to be controlled by some kind of device.
On your command, we can use the agents we scattered amongst the rebels to throw the enemy.
You're done!
I'm bringing it down.
It was a mistake to join this rebellion. Our allegiance lies with Emperor Edelgard.
What's going on? Who's switching sides?
So I've been defanged.
They got him? I do not appreciate that. I'm going to rip you apart myself.
The enemy's here! Kill them all! Yeah, right.
Take this! Why can you wield that power, huh? Who even are you? Out of the way! You're done!
Why don't you tell me? I've got this. You seem to know more than enough about it already. I'm unstoppable.
No. This is wrong. I can't die. You are truly a force for reckoning.
I never expected much from those ships you flew. And here I am with the cold embrace of the grave hovering at my shoulder.
You're done!
Well, we've smashed their little toy. Let's see what their next move will be.
I thought our victory was assured. How could everything have gone so wrong?
There is naught left but to resist with all our might. Help me push them back.
The writing is on the wall, but those fools would sooner perish than admit it.
You're done!
rain death down upon them from above.
Fire orbs? Those must be new. A little gauche, if you ask me.
They look real dangerous, though. Also, what's a ghost?
Start. Conjure magic shield to safeguard our comrades.
I've got this.
Pay attention now.
Your Majesty, forgive my lateness. The outer defenses only just fell.
On the contrary, your timing is perfect.
Is that Voldemort? Why must he always show up at the worst possible moment and ruin everything?
My dreams of glory. Why?
Viscount Fenya, Viscount Menya, forgive me.
I'm coming for you, Father.
Leave the enemy no place to hide. Seize every key position in the fortress.
The enemy is getting too close to Duke Iron. We must hurry to his side. Bend the knee.
It's far too late now.
I'm not finished. Here it comes. I don't know how we made it, but we did. I've got this. I've got
This is just the beginning.
I can't help but watch when you're going like this. I almost forgot to fight.
got this. I've got it.
My name is Ludwig von Eyre. I see the Empire in the throes of a terrible sickness. And I intend to cure it or die in the attempt.
I've got it.
I must not fall. The Empire needs me. I will not falter.
That is enough. There is no escape for you.
Go on then. I'll leave for you the final blow.
You leave me nothing. This was ever my burden to bear. Father! No, you are just a traitor now. In light of your crimes against the Empire, the punishment is death!
Send a runner to House Menya, and have them deliver the letter I drafted. Also, take the soldiers under your command and begin investigating any magic constructs abandoned by the enemy.
At once, Lord Hubert.
It must be awful to end your own parents' life. Shouldn't you say something? You comforted Fleisch, after all.
Come on, Ferdinand. Let's get going.
No. You may continue without me. I would like to stay here a moment. Just a moment longer.
Hubert, we have a messenger from the Alliance, and I need to know where our Western campaign stands. Ferdinand, may I have a word? I thought I'd let you decide how to punish your father's followers now that they've surrendered. Furthermore, this incident has led to the end of Fenya and several other noble houses. We need to settle the matter of the next Duke Eyre, and we need to do so quickly. So if you don't mind...
Is this your attempt at solace, Edelgard?
What?
I will punish the troops, and I will find a way to administer my father's lands. You can trust in me, Your Majesty. And thank you for considering my feelings in the matter.
I won't let myself stop here.
Oh, look at that! Hope this is good.
Hey, Annie!
A new power is now being mine.
I never expected we'd have our hands this full after returning from Fargus. Still, we've managed to quell the turmoil and maneuver our way back to Enbar.
Due to the valiant efforts of Count Berglis and his Aryan Road garrison, the kingdom's counteroffensive has hardly put a dent in the western lines. I wager the reinforcements reached them in time.
It's a good thing we do not have to maintain a large military presence in Leicester. But of course, that was Her Majesty's plan all along.
We'd be up to our shoulders in trouble if we hadn't settled hostilities with the Alliance.
Do you think people in the Empire will be all right? I'm worried about the opera company, of course, but I'd also be devastated if anything happened to my friends in the capital.
The end result of all this was the complete expurgation of the Empire's remaining dissidents. In a way, we should be thanking them for handing us this opportunity on a gilded platter.
Adrestia deserves some stability for a change, so I think it's good that Her Majesty has total power now. With the opposing nobles wiped out, it's a breath of fresh air after the way things were under the old Emperor.
Lynn, think about who's here.
It is all right, Dorothea. I have moved on.
It's funny, though. I was sure my father would take part in the rebellion, but he just didn't. I mean, I feel like all he ever did was complain about Her Majesty, you know? I guess he was so scared of the church that he decided to stay holed up in Garreg Mach.
What is our next action, Lady Edelgard? If we are returning to the Western Front, I will have preparedness.
Fighting your own people sure takes the thrill out of battle. So let's go wall up the kingdom instead and put an end to all this. Who's with me?
All that remains is for Adrestia to claim victory.
And along those lines, I wish to present an idea. One last stratagem to ensure that we prevail.
We were successful in striking down Cronia at Fort Mercius. However, Lord Arundel, which is to say Talus, remains at large, and any schemes Solon may be plotting are so much conjecture in the wind. Still, his efforts in Rim territory effectively empowered the late Duke Ire to stage a coup. Whatever the case, he must have a very good reason for seeking to prevent the kingdom's fall.
But why would they help the people who are harboring the Archbishop? It makes no sense. Unless their aim is simply to prevent the war from ending by any means possible.
We know the kingdom's court mage, Cornelia, is connected to those who slither in the dark. They may have planted other associates in Fargus as well. If they already have the king's court dancing on strings, it stands to reason they would focus their attention on obstructing the Empire.
I agree the theory hangs together, but does that mean we should expect more interference?
We should, Your Majesty. Though I would at least like to think they no longer have anyone left who can act brazenly in the open.
And need we worry about our mercenary friend?
I was under the assumption that they had your implicit trust.
Absolutely, but not enough to purge all of the doubt from my heart. I once trusted my uncle, as well as the late Duke Ire, and he wasn't even replaced with a doppelganger. People who come in contact with those who slither in the dark are not the same afterward. How am I to trust anyone in a world where such a thing can happen?
I do not disagree, Your Majesty.
Yes, well, we must remain vigilant until the war is over for good and all. Although I wonder if we can rest easy even then.
We still don't really know much about Solon, Cronia, and Talus. I was thinking this would be a chance to learn about my power, or who you actually are. but oh well.
Oh well. Is that all you have to say for yourself?
I mean, I'm still curious, but my attention right now is on the battles ahead. And hey, it's not like knowing the truth would change much for you anyway. Even if I am related to those slithering people somehow, it's not like I'd want to split up with you. Plus, I need to focus on getting ready to face the Ashen Demon again.
Now that's what I like to hear. It's incredible to see again just how fast you've matured. Makes me proud to call you my partner in destiny. Is this what being a parent feels like?
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, this war will be over soon, so let's do what we've got to do to see it through together. I'll be counting on you, Arvel.
And I on you, so promise me you'll do what needs to be done.
Scarlet Blaze. A clash of ambitions. Edelgard succeeds in containing Ayre's insurgency, and while she is concerned by the absence of the nefarious Talus, she prepares her army for the next step regardless. The time is nigh to crush the Kingdom and Central Church's growing momentum and put an end to the war. But no one knows that fate holds another cruel twist.
I've gathered you here in Garrick Mach because the time has come. We are returning to the front.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting to hear that forever! Let's go wreck things!
For the next phase of our campaign, we'll be working with the Alliance's leader, Claude, to tighten our cordon around the kingdom. Rather than try to advance on the Western Front, we'll join forces with the Alliance and press in from the east.
This means we'll be marching northeast from the monastery and infiltrating Galatea. So long as the Alliance does not attempt any underhanded schemes, our victory there is assured.
I hope we can finally end it this time. I don't think I can deal with doubling back again.
Agreed. This slog has slogged on long enough.
Worry not, friends. I'll not be blindsided twice. I promise you that. We won't rest until all of Fodlan is united. We will fight tooth and nail for it, and we'll do so together.
We made some headway on the Western Front once the Empire pulled its main force back.
What does it matter when their Minister of Military Affairs still holds Aryan Road? Even if we were in a position to keep throwing troops at those walls, we're never going to crack them.
But if we keep digging our heels in here, their main force will be on us again in no time.
It appears they have already dealt with the insurrection at Fort Mercius. If they don't come at us from the west, they'll soon waltz right in from the east.
Might I offer a suggestion, King Dimitri?
Of course, Lady Rhea.
We should retake Garrick Mach. It is the only way to reverse our current fortunes. If I call upon the Church's faithful, they will come running from every corner of Fodlan to liberate the monastery in the goddess's name. With Garrick Mach under our control, we will be able to keep the Imperial army in check. Additionally, it might convince some of the more fickle Alliance lords to reconsider their loyalties.
I mean no disrespect, Lady Rhea, but this proposal hardly seems...
There is more. As you know, the Bishop of the Southern Church is currently seated at the monastery. If we remove him, it reminds the world anew that Archbishop Rhea is the rightful head of the Church of Seros. I believe this will shake some of the more devout Adrestian lords from their Emperor's grip.
While their faith may waver now, Adrestia is still the cradle of the Church of Seros. There are yet many pious believers among their nobility. If we can pull them to our side, it may shift the war back in our favor.
We should strike while the iron is hot. I will get the word out at once.
Hold, Lady Rhea. While I now concede that your plan to retake the monastery has some merit, I must ask that you alert no one.
And why not? I need only say the word, and an army of believers will flock to our cause.
Yes, and the moment the enemy spies people flooding in from across hill and dale, they'll realize what we're planning and bolster their defenses.
You believe their defenses are mightier than the faith of the people? By the goddess, have our enemies truly become so powerful? In that case, what do you propose?
We entrust the eastern lines to houses Karen and Galatea, then ride en masse toward Aryan Road. The enemy will think we intend to assail the Silver Maiden, but instead, we break east.
East? Then we'll be attacking the monastery through the Valley of Torment. I get your thinking now. If we attack from the west, Aryan Road would be at our backs, and the Empire could box us in.
Very well. I have no objections. My church members will assist in guiding your soldiers through ALL. The monastery is holy and precious to us, and by the name of the goddess, I swear, it will be ours again.
Good. Then I'll ready the troops. Lady Rhea, Seteth, I place all of our futures in your hands.
So, this is probably a giant waste of everyone's time, but I've got an idea.
What if we tried this? Just leave everything to me.
Shall we?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I must make them...
What a fascinating...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I will hew...
Oh, this'll take. This'll take...
This is a way to...
Can't wait to see how you do.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
I will see it done speedily.
My sword is yours.
We all must do our fair share.
As for this one...
Lord Hubert, we...
All right, now...